Okay, you said you wanted to see some of my snares. Not all of them are out, so let's go through them. All right, there is a Manu Cache snare. There is a 13 by 5 bamboo. That is a 13 Omar Hakim. That is actually a 12-inch Craviato snare. I haven't used that one a whole lot, but it's a pretty sweet sounding snare. That is a Yamaha Nuvo brass. I'm sorry, no, that's copper. And the one in my hand here is a little piccolo brass, 80s era Yamaha. Here is one of my maple customs, 14 by 6.5. There is an old school Yamaha 14 by 8 brass, nice big fat sound on that. There is one of the newer recording customs brass, 14 by 6.5. There is a 13 brass, the Nouveau lug style. There is a Welsh tuning system that's 13 by 7.5. And that one's kind of fun. I love them all. Down below, we've got some fun ones, but not anything too crazy. There is a Sonar 13. There is a very tubby recording custom that is 14 by 8. That is a oak custom, old one, 14 by 5.5, I believe. That is just a cheap old Amazon that I butchered and done other things with. And I kind of got that little Tama, I think it's an Art Star, another 13, as part of a deal. Now we go on to, all right, this is a Gretsch American Classic, I believe. And that is a 14 by 5.5 snare up there. This is the matching to this black maple custom. This is an old school late 70s Yamaha. There is a beautiful Sonar vintage, and that one actually the guy ordered with this set, which is 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 16, and I believe it is a 22-inch kick. There is my maple Absolute, and that one is a nice snare. I love the color on this kit. Got it from a guy here locally, and you're gonna see some of my cymbal selection. Oh, I forgot about this one. This one is a Gretsch, that is a lovely bell brass. It is absolutely a beast. It's kind of my main snare now, but I'm gonna actually get over here, and I'm gonna kind of show you. And by the way, I apologize, my room is in transition, recording videos and all that other stuff. Here is a Yamaha oak, but the snare I have on it right now, yes, those are lovely little fun things that I use sometimes for laughs. This is actually another Gretsch Brooklyn, kind of the Mike Johnston snare. It's a phenomenal snare. It's an absolutely all-around workhorse. It sounds great, honestly. I didn't want to like it as much as I did, but the thing is a beast. Let's go over to, and there's a lot of my Pisces and Zildjian stuff. I really love that Formula 602. A bunch of crack cymbals that a friend just gave me. I really like those Pisces Giant Beats. They are the prototype ones. Love them. I've got more cymbals over here that, yes, I've definitely have issues with. There's also my little kind of like collection of things. Yeah, I've got cymbal issues. And if we go over here to the actual teaching studio, I've got a 13-inch SFZ Yamaha for my marching students. Old school, probably late 70s, early 80s Yamaha steel. It's phenomenal drum, had it since the 8th grade. Here is a, I think it's a Kabatu snare. I got it when it was, it's a steel snare, I believe. It was on clearance at Guitar Center and they nabbed it. Here is the one of the Stage Custom snares. These are not my favorite. They kind of are clankers out of everything Yamaha. They're the most disappointing to me. I think they've made some changes in the newer models. And then, let's see. My gigging snare right now is actually a indie drum bronze snare, very thin shell, and I had a Z kit put inside of it, so it's kind of heavy, but I can play it as a 14, flip the switch and it's a 12, flip the switch the other way and it's a 10. It's a great snare, fully functional. You know, I love the thing. Oh, and I also forgot about other ones. I just remembered. 1 second. Here's some nice snares. There is a lovely Tama. I am blanking on it. Yeah, sorry, I can't remember what it is. It's a great drum. I haven't played it a whole lot, but that is going to be seeing some use. There is a phenomenal Recording Custom aluminum. There is a Recording Custom steel. I have a little baby 10-inch snare, great side snare. This is probably my workhorse go. It's kind of my spare snare. It's just it's a pork pie. It's the bob snare. It's a great drum for a lot of things. Then I have kind of a rarer snare here where it is the JR 15-inch drum with wood hoops. I nabbed that. Oddly enough, it came from Notre Dame. I don't know why they sent it back to the company, but I got it that route. It came in a Notre Dame box. That was weird. There's an Anton Fig snare. Finally got my hands on one of those. It hasn't seen much action, but it will. That is a Steve Gadd snare. One of the good ones, not the... I know there's some odd years on that one, but this is one of the solid ones. Not the wood hoop, though, of course. I got this as a 13-inch. That's a hand-hammered Ludwig, and that's been a great piccolo snare for me. It does a lot of things, 13-inch. And then here is the old school Dave Weckl dual throw off, the one that came with my green Maple Custom, which you saw, which is this beast right here. Still using that for a lot. And again, I kind of apologize for the room, but there you go. That is most all the snares. I think there is, oh, I forgot. I also have the snare drum on the hip gig, and I have another snare that I have as an auxiliary snare that travels with me, and I can't think of it for the life of me. I've kind of slowed down on collecting snares. My cymbal habit, it's still kind of going strong. So now you have to show me yours. Just snare drums. You know what I mean. I had a gig this weekend, so I figured I would show you my auxiliary snare, my backup snare, so to speak. And it's a Tama Superstar. Honestly, it's just a great snare for when I need it. It just kind of became the backup because I moved on to this one, which is the indie drum that I was talking about. That's bronze. And this has been a great drum. It's definitely manufactured differently. I talked to the guy a little bit about it. And it's been great. Here's the one modification that I have. That's that Z kit that I was talking about, where I can actually use it to make a either like keep it as a 14, or I could do it as a 12 or a 10. And I use that a lot when I need to flip back and forth and I don't want to switch over my Roland SPDS. It's worked out great. And actually, that's a little fun thing I've been trying out. I think I'm probably going to end up getting it. It's a Porter Davies that I'm loaning, or a buddy of mine is loaning it to me. And it's worked out great now that I've got it a little bit tweaked out. And then, of course, if you ever want to start talking about cymbals, I've been playing the Stratus from Sabian a lot out gigging, but I'm starting to swap a lot of other things out. I love the Complex series, the HHX Complex. Love that stuff. This is a whole different conversation because, the guys at Sabian are absolutely outstanding, and so we could definitely talk about that. But yeah, fantastic drum. I need to probably tweak it and have a little bit more fun with it, and my backup. So there you go.